Women get turned on differently than men, and they desire different things when it comes to being in the bedroom with the man. So we're going to go over how you can be a guy who can be able to create that pleasure so she comes back for more. And if you are struggling with meeting and attracting women to even get to the point where you do have them in the bedroom, we do have a coaching program where you can learn all about on a free call at tripadvicecoaching.com that's going to tell you about how we can get you more dates, more matches online, and be able to attract the women that you really want. We've had insane results with guys this past year. They've been able to date women out of their league and be able to get dates with women that they just never thought they ever could. So go to tripadvicecoaching.com to book your free call. Now let's dive into how do we unlock more female pleasure in the bedroom. First things first, no rush. With guys, we're a little bit different, right? It's like with us, we could do it fast and there could be a rush and no problem and we're ready to go. But women, it's not the same. They need more time. They like the slow pace because that slow pace and the no rush pace is what really builds the tension. And the more tension that is built, the better orgasm a woman can have. So we want to build that up as much as we can. So this means no rush, go slow, everything slow, lots of foreplay, not rushing to actually have sex. Now, of course, there is a time and place for that. Sometimes you can have quickie sex, and that's something that can happen. That's really fun. But more times than not, it is a no rush, slow situation. We want to build up that tension as much as possible. And one way to do that is by making sure you're doing lots of kissing. So this can be a very long makeout session where you guys are all over each other and you're doing that for a long time before the clothes even come off. Imagine how much that's going to even build up for you when you guys are doing that. So this could be you guys making out on the couch, making out in the car, even when you get to the bedroom, making out in the bedroom and doing that for a long time. That is a process that is meant to get us really turned on and build that tension. Next, if you really want to unlock her pleasures and really turn her on, it has to be about trust. Everything is about trust. A woman will not be able to get turned on if she doesn't have some sort of trust with you. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. There is an element of danger that women can get turned on by. They've even done studies on this that show that the part of the brain that signals danger and sex is the same part of the brain. That's why sometimes things that are really dangerous can turn us on. And that is more on the kinky side of things. But generally speaking, women will get more turned on when they have trust for you. So what does that mean? What does trust even look like? Trust is about her feeling safe with you in the sense that she's not going to feel judged. She's not going to feel judged for sleeping with you. She's not going to feel judged for her sexual fantasies or her kinks. And she's going to feel trustworthy with you in the sense where she knows that you can actually turn her on, that you have the capabilities to take care of the situation, right? A lot of this is about being the provider, protector that women are attracted to. When they know they're around a guy who's comfortable, confident, who can provide, who can be emotionally stable for them, who can protect them, this is when the trust gets built up. So it's all connected here. When you're acting in those masculine ways and she becomes super attracted to you, that trust is also being built simultaneously through the attraction. So that's all happening at once. That's why a lot of women won't be necessarily, there's exceptions, but won't be necessarily wanting to sleep with you that fast, right? She might not necessarily want to sleep with you on the first date. It might take a couple of dates. That's why when you see a woman walking down the street and you know that she's someone that would be interested in having sex with you, you'd probably do it a lot faster. You'd be like, all right, where's the next place we can go to do this? She's not going to be like that. She needs that trust. And if you can tell here, all this is related. The buildup, the tension, the trust. Trust obviously takes time. Now, there are ways that you can build trust up faster. That's going to be spending more time with her in the very beginning, right? If you have like a lot of short dates that are really spread out, you don't see her as much, you're not FaceTiming as much, she's long distance, whatever it may be, it's going to be harder to build that trust. Okay, so more time in the beginning is going to help that. Next, relaxation. Women, this is also compared to trust, who feel that trust with you, who feel they can be relaxed with you, Again, this is about that time, right? Like it takes time to feel relaxed around someone. And that's part of the formula here, is that the more time she can spend with you, the more trust that's built up, the more she can relax. Okay. I know this sounds funny. It's like, well, you're telling me to relax, but you're also saying to build tension. Isn't there like no relaxation in tension? I'm not really saying that in the same way, right? It's like tension in this case is a little bit different. Tension is just the idea where, okay, we're building up so much of this orgasmic energy that eventually we're going to break the tension. But still through that process, you want to have your mind relaxed and comfortable and in the moment and present with the person. So as long as she can feel relaxed around you and comfortable around you, that's going to help unlock more of this pleasure zone. One way to make her feel relaxed is by not forcing yourself on her, by asking for consent and not having to rush the process, which I mentioned earlier. Okay, if we can combine all this together, then she's going to feel more comfortable with you and more relaxed, knowing that you're not desperate to get into her pants. Another way to really build this up, build the tension, and really get her turned on is by having lots of actual foreplay. So I mentioned before, you'll be doing a lot of kissing, which is foreplay as well. But when I say foreplay, I mean things like oral sex. I mean going down on her, right? You guys actually touching each other in the genital zones where you guys are turning each other on without actually coming to completion. So doing that for a very long time is going to do everything that we're talking about here. One, obviously, it's going to turn her on. It's going to build tension. It's going to build trust. It's going to make her feel more relaxed. There's more time involved here, and that is going to be really, really crucial. So don't try to rush through the process and just go, okay, we're kissing a lot, now let's jump to it. There is a middle ground here of more foreplay that you can do. Next is guiding her. You are the one who is in charge. You are the leader. You are the one who's making her feel comfortable. And most women want to be led in the bedroom. Some women have different fantasies and they want to be the ones who are the leaders, but in most cases, women want to be led. So at default, unless she says something, I want you to lead. I want you to be the one who is going for the kiss and kissing a lot and going for foreplay and asking for consent and starting to take her clothes off. I want you to be the one who is guiding her experience in the bedroom. When you're guiding her, again, tying everything here, it's going to make her feel more trustworthy of you, more relaxed. It's going to make her feel safe, like she is the one who is just along for this ride that you are creating for her. This is what women want. My next one here, I get a lot of flack for this, but I still come back to it every time because I think it's really powerful and it really does work, is making sure that you're communicating with her, maybe not the first couple times, but after you've had sex a few times, communicating with her and asking her what she likes. A lot of guys say, oh, they don't know what they like and they're not going to tell you for real. No, that's not true at all. Once you guys have been together and been sexual together, she will feel more comfortable with you and she'll absolutely tell you what she wants. Of course, this is not across the board every single woman, but a woman who's going to feel safe with you and feel in her sexuality will want to tell you, oh, I like this, I want to try this is what I don't like, and all you have to do is ask. So it's funny how we can sit here and try to guess, like, well, what does she like and what does she want me to do? Well, I told you a few things, but you can also get to the specifics by literally just asking her. And there are 7 different sex positions that women are dying to try. There's a video here on the screen where you can learn those different moves. If you need help getting to the point where you're having more of these interactions with women, go to tripadvicecoaching.com and get your free call today.